Hey, what's up, everybody? We live at 5. Oh, wait, it's 7.
What's up?
Had to mute that real quick. Oh Lordy, getting all this set up. Get some more people in here. Maybe we'll get some chat going. Horse was in here a little bit ago. I don't know if he's still here or not.
I just dropped out. I'm gonna punch back in. Oh, there's Nate.
Hey, Tater. Tater, there's a link in the family box if you want to join us on the panel. Oh man. Get this thing rolling, get some people in here. Now my noses won't act funky. Let's see what's okay. All right, get all this back up. Got all these other boxes taken care of. Oh, sinuses.
Lovely.
Yeah, I know, right? So,
am I showing up in chat on your end?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only ones that was in chat was you and Nate. Horse was in there earlier, but I think he's gone. All right, Tater, no big rush. Sorry about missing your stream yesterday. I was busy working on building that form and all, and before I realized it was getting pitch black dark out there, and I looked around and I asked my buddy, I said, "What time is it?" He said, 8:45. I'm like, "Oh." He said, "What?" I said, "I missed my buddy's live stream tonight." He's like, "Oh, that ain't good." I said, "Nah, I know it ain't good." We kept working. I didn't even come in the house till after 10:30 last night.
Hey, that's understandable, man. You wanna get that boating done as much as we want you to get it done.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna get up early in the morning when it's still cool and go out there and start putting the rest of the form together. I cut pieces of 2x4 for the stubs to go in behind it to hold the form. Hey, Jessica. And my buddy that lives behind me just had a slab poured today. It was 36 feet by 25 or 26 feet, something like that. Well, the guy he got to finish his do his concrete work and all, he was showing me how he makes his stops. I just cut pieces of 2x4 2 foot long. He said, "No, come in about a ½ inch on one end and cut across at an angle to the other end of the board at a ½ inch, so you got two stobs out of one board." I'm like, I said, "That'll hold it good." He says, "I've never had a problem." He said, "I've been doing concrete for 20 something years." Cool beans. So I got
Yeah.
I got enough. I had the way I figured it, doing them 2 foot apart. The amount of stops I had would go just over halfway around. Now, with the way he showed me, I can go all the way back around it fully and reinforce the corners like I wanted to do without having to cut up new boards.
That's great.
So, and also he showed me where I got to go buy some A-Lucky. It's basically like an expansion joint. It's a metal piece that's humped over at the top and comes back down to a V. And it's hollow in the center. And it's about a ½ inch wide, I think is what he said. Or a 1/4 inch wide. Something, but it's 4 inches thick. And it's got these little metal, almost like tent stakes that goes down and you put it on it. It's to divide the concrete up for an expansion joint so it don't bust and all. I got to go
so
yeah.
So you don't have cuts in it.
Yeah, or later it start cracking and spider webbing and all that. So I got to go get the pieces for that to do it to seam down the middle. So I'll basically be pouring it's poured all in one pour, but it looked like two slabs that are 10 foot by 26 foot.
Nice.
So he said that's the best way to do it. So I'm going to listen to anybody who's been doing concrete that long. I'm definitely going to listen to what he has to say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like around here, they just do saw cuts.
Yeah.
And then those things can open and close and move and everything else. And if you're trying to, you have a nice shop, rolling a creeper or anything across, it's a pain in the butt.
With this metal
those,
thing, it's concrete all the way up to it, concrete all the way up to the other side, and it's smooth right there where it's at. It's all leveled together. So
it's kind of spread in the middle a little bit for it can move in and out.
Yep.
That's a cool idea.
Hey, Peeper. Hey, Boneyard.
Hi, Peeper. Hey, Boneyard.
But yeah, if I ain't mistaken, he said it's like a quarter or he said it ain't quite a half-inch wide. He said, but he thought it was a quarter-inch wide. And it's like 4 inches tall, so it fits perfect with the form. He said then doing it that way, it actually acts as a slide point where you ain't got to have such a big thing to float out the concrete with. You can actually do it with a shorter board. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
But I'm like, shoot, anything that'll help. I take all advice I can get. And he's the one that said that he could help me do it and wouldn't charge me but like $500 to help me do it and all, and help finish it. And he's got the bull float and all that stuff too. He's even got the machine that you fire up with the motor on it that'll help smooth it out too.
Power trowel.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
I thought about seeing if I can save up the money. I got the money for the concrete and I got some little bit extra saved. If I can come up with a little bit more and find out when he'll be available to do it and just say, all right, here, I'll buy the concrete. Here's the money for you to come help me. Let's get this knocked out.
Maybe check with him too. He might get a discount on concrete.
Actually, the price I was quoted is the same thing he gets quoted.
Okay.
He gets concrete through the same place I go to, and he's got a friend that works there just like me. And we pretty much get the same price.
Okay.
So I have to try to remember that, Lucky. Yeah, I'd like to have one of those magnets. I just have to get with you.
Yeah, me too. Oh. I just seen that.
What you cooking us for dinner, Peeper? I had a salad with some pepperoni on top of it. That was my lunch, actually. Lunch at 7 o'clock at night. Hey, do what you got to do, Boneyard. Hey, Mick. Yeah, I said.
Hey, hi. Hey, Milk.
Oh, Lordy. I know I'm ready to see that concrete being poured. Because I know once I get the slab down and leveled and all that, everything smoothed out. Going up with the building, I can do that a little bit every few days or whatever and do it the way I want it.
Right.
But I'm using the framework for actually an RV canopy. It's supposed to have been 30 by 18. Well, one end of it got messed up a little bit, so I'm just using the 20 by 18 for my actual framework for my shop. And I got an extra 30 by 18 canopy given to me. But the pipes are a little bit different sized. I'm going to use the bigger pipes I got for the other one for the legs on this one. And then take my extra pieces for the original one to put extra braces. Instead of them being 10 foot apart, it's going to be every 5 foot apart on the up pieces for the top. And then I'll run my 1x4s across and mount my ply or sheets of 10 to it.
Cool.
But doing it the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to set it down, the roof section down like up on some blocks or something. Do all the roof the way I want it. Lift up one side. I got it on 5 foot legs right now in the backyard. In that I don't know if you've noticed it in that picture with the boat sitting under it.
Uh-huh.
That's on 5-foot legs. Lift one side up on 5-foot legs. Make sure the roof and all's done. Lift up the other side and pitch it over. Put the 10-foot legs on it, and then come back on the other side. Have 2 people pick up, put a 10-foot leg in the middle, and then one person slide his out, put a 10-foot leg, and then the other one slides his out, put a 10-foot leg, and it's standing upright with the 10 roof already on it.
Nice.
Then I can square everything up and start anchoring stuff. Once I get the legs anchored to the concrete, then I'll start building.
Right.
But working with what you got, I figured with two canopy systems, I mean, I can come up with a bunch of stuff to use that for.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a good plan going. I mean, that's half the battle.
Then just getting the 2x4s and all that to do the structure the walls with. That won't be that bad. As I'm doing it, I can actually tear the frame apart after building the form and pull the screws out of it, clean the boards up a little bit, and reuse them.
I say you running those 2x4s horizontal?
What do you mean horizontal?
Horizontal to put your tin to? Or are you building actual stud walls?
I'm actually going to build stud walls and tin and I'm thinking about getting like the 3/8 T111 and put on the outside. Or if I can come up with enough tin, maybe do vertical, put tin on vertical on the 2 tall points going up to the hip roof. Put the tin up against it and build it that way, tin on each end. And then maybe on the short legs and all, because I'm going to have the 2 4-foot by 8-foot barn doors, or 4-foot by 8-foot barn doors that swing out to enter it. And then the other side's going to be closed and the whole back's going to be closed.
Okay.
So basically, the way you drive an RV into it, the 2 tall points going up to the hips going to be closed. It's going to be turned sideways and set on the concrete pad. And in between 2 of the 10-foot wide sections is where I'm going to have the 2 barn doors. The other side's going to be sealed off.
Gotcha.
So it's only going to be the 2 barn doors, the barn door area to come in, and then on the side where it's going to be 10, I'm going to put a door frame and all and get me a 30 or 36-inch door to go on it to go in to the side.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do my cousin and then gave me an old window out of my grandma's old house that was on the porch, covered porch, and never seen rain or anything like that. It's got multiple louvers that go out and separate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all aluminum frame, old glass. I'm talking about some strong glass. I'm talking about I had to hit some of the other windows that was given to me. It was in bad shape. The first one, I just figured, hey, just tap it with a hammer, bust the glass over a trash can, scrap the aluminum. 3-pound sledgehammer, I had to hit that one pane 6 times before it ever cracked. I'm like, dadgum, that's some tough stuff. And then I started messing around with it till I found how to take the things apart. And I got a stack of glass, probably 2.5, 3 foot tall, of panes of glass stacked on top of each other, come out of all those windows. But I'm gonna take that one that they give me. I got to go pick it up. It looks almost new. Is how good a shape it looks. I'm gonna mount it up high enough that when you have to reach up to grab the crank handle, it's on the bottom of the window to open it up. And on the other end of the building, up in the hip part, I'm gonna put a square box fan up there with the louvers on the outside, so when you turn it on, it blows outward, and the louvers automatically pick up when the fan's running and close it off when it's stopped. So I opened the window on one end, turn the fan on the other end, and to pull a draft through and keep all the heat out of there. Keep the air circulating.
Yeah, I got a box fan mounted up in the rafters of my garage. It's on 2 2x4s that come down, and I can actually rotate it if I want it to blow up, or blow sideways or blow straight down. You know, most of the box fans have the little square holes on the sides.
Yeah.
I just ran lags from the end. I took the grates off of it because it's up in the rafters.
Mm-hmm.
But I ran lags through it till they're just about tight. And I got a long stick. I could turn it, move it, everything. And then I took the switch out of it and moved it down to where I can reach it from the ground and turn it high, low, medium, and then off.
That's kind of what I was going to do with the box fan is because the way the hip goes on the side, I'm going to go up and make the thing to where that square box fan like you'd have on the floor at your house or whatever, hook the switch and all up down low on the wall with an on-off switch, and then have the turn knob beside it to hit the speeds that you want. Just have it mounted where it blows outward at the top, blowing through the screen and then through the louvers.
Well, if I can make one suggestion, what I would have done with mine, if I would have thought about it first, make a frame that box fan will fit into, and you can just use a couple of screws to hold it in there. That way, if that fan ever goes bad, take a couple screws out, that one comes out, and you put a new one in, and then, you know.
That's what I was going to do, just like a window frame for it to sit in.
Yeah.
And just have it anchored to it.
Yeah, because I actually had to change mine a couple of years ago, and of course the one I used was an old one. And it was a little heavier duty, a little bit bigger. I had to put washers. There's probably almost an inch difference.
Yeah.
I was up there on a ladder trying to put washers in there, trying to get them back in the holes. And I'm like, man, I wish I would have built just a 2x4 frame that that thing would have mounted into. Heck, I could have just screwed it in and been done. And
Lucky, no offense to nobody, but there's only certain people I got as moderators and all. I want to keep the number of them I have down and just give them to the certain few just to help keep everything in check. Nothing against you or anybody else. I just want to keep my moderators a little low. But yeah.
Hey, Lucky, if you send him a check, it helps get you a blue wrench too, buddy. That's a joke. That's a joke, guys. I'm joking.
But I want to, after I get the actual roof up and get the sides and all put on it, I'm going to come across the back with a 2x6 mounted to the wall and come out 10 feet and set three the two corner 4x4s, and in the middle a 10-foot point, another 4x4, put 2x6 across it, and then run me some 2x4 runners out and make me a lean-to out the back to put my boat under, extra lawnmowers and stuff for what I'm working on, or any of my extra stuff under the back. And off the front of it, I'm going to come down because it's going to be on 10-foot legs. I'm going to come to about 9 foot high or whatever. Well, I might need to make it a little taller than that. Just below the 10-foot mark where the 10 won't butt up against it, actually slide underneath the roof 10 and do a lean-to out the front at least 10 or 12 feet. However much concrete's out there, try to get it to go out so far and have a lean-to out the front so I can work under the front out in the open, with just a covered roof, or I can go in the shop and close doors, work inside, whatever.
Or sit out there with a nice lawn chair and cold drink and just
little fire pit.
Yeah.
I got a fire pit on the front porch that I don't even use because it's out in the open and too much to deal with.
Yeah, I get you.
But that's the plans I have, and it's going to take me a little time to get all of it done, but it will hopefully be done.
Oh, it'll get there. You made huge leaps and bounds this week.
Oh, yeah. About killed myself yesterday dealing with all that without realizing as hot as it wasn't really hot because there was a little bit of a breeze, but I didn't realize how bad I had been sweating and all that until I got a shower
dehydrated.
last night. Well, I wasn't really dehydrated. It's just between the sweat and the work and everything else, and then going a long period of time without really eating that much, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
I went to cramping so bad about 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning. I had to get up and walk around to get the cramps to quit.
Oh, I do the same thing at work. I'll get a fan going at work and not even realize that I haven't been drinking, and get home and I am just so thirsty. And then, like you said, in the middle of the night, leg cramps and stuff. Yep.
Luckily, I found a bottle of a thing of about almost empty bottle of pickles in the refrigerator, but it still had a lot of juice. I just got me a little old cup, poured me a bunch of pickle juice, and went to drinking.
Mm-hmm.
People think it's nasty and all, but pickle juice will get rid of leg cramps and all.
Yep. Dill pickle juice is one of the best things for it.
It gets in your system a lot quicker than eating bananas does.
Yep. Bananas taste better, but
yeah,
when it starts actually getting hot out, I'll actually throw bananas in my lunchbox. I'll go buy some and I'll eat them throughout the day at work.
Hey, Kathy. I watched your videos. That's a lot of water.
Yeah. And what are you doing going out without your life jacket? Come on,
I know,
now.
right? You always got to have your life jacket when you go riding to the farm.
I wanted to see her go kayaking down the river there. Get out there and plant some plants.
We got quite a bit of footage, but we'll have to edit it out with the new camera and whatnot.
Yeah. It
should be kind of interesting.
Were y'all in the truck or the Mustang?
Oh, no, we're not taking the Mustang anywhere close to that kind of stuff.
Oh, come on.
They would have been dragging on some of the areas of the road that we were driving on. They got washed out.
Oh, the road's that bad?
Yeah.
Dirt road or gravel?
There's a picture of it in the hangout. Let me pull a picture up just so you can kind of see.
Hey, Craig, if you would have had the Mustang, man, you could have got going fast enough like Cannonball running, just skipped across it.
I know, right?
Yeah. So that was a Lambo they did that in.
Yeah, I think it was a Lamborghini Countach.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to screen share this shot again.
All right, hang on. Let me present you. There you go. Ooh.
That a lot of water.
Add a lot of water, but with the right vehicle, that could be real fun.
Kathy's like, "You're gonna drive through there," and I was like, "No, that's probably not going to happen."
Well, if you look here along the left side, it looks like it gets really, really deep because it was all washed out.
Yeah.
On the left side over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally the road is about 3.5 to 4 feet higher than the field right there.
Well, right there where your pointer's at now, it looks like it's washing away. So there's like,
yeah,
that might get kind of deep right there.
Craig, I never knew y'all were rice farmers.
I don't think you can grow rice in that and just float down the river.
That's crazy.
Lake Durban.
I got a short video too, so hang on. Let me grab the video up.
All right. Let me represent you here as soon as you get it ready. You have to mute the video, though.
There isn't a lot of audio in the video, so.
You might have to mute the sound. Wow. That actually looks like you're driving out on the dam of a lake.
Pretty much.
It's crazy.
Now, is there normally like a river through there somewhere?
There's a creek, which is on the far end of the field. Down there where the electrical pole is.
Yeah.
There's a creek on that end, and there's a river behind it, and the river's completely out. So,
man,
the telephone pole itself is actually 4 foot underwater.
Whoa.
When you're looking at the high grid power lines that run through the picture,
Yeah.
the bottom of those poles are 4 foot into the water. The ground level is actually 4 foot lower at that point of the field than the road is.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we get some rain around here, but nothing like that.
Hey, Peeper. I don't know if she's still watching or not.
She's multitasking. She's burning Chet, listening to dinner.
Is Matt on his way home, or is he working on the Elko?
I think he said he was taking the Elko home.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. So, y'all getting flooded out. I'm overdoing it. Cool, cool. I just didn't know if he was staying over working on the Elko or what he was up to. And Puller
Yeah.
has been having too much fun watching people play cornhole today. So everybody's had interesting days today.
Yeah. And that's our reward for going through graduation and everything. They give us like 3 hours of a lunch, and they call it a de-stress fest. Basically you can just chill out.
Yeah. Hey, Gerald. Putting on fake nails, huh, Peeper? I'm a friend of mine. She used to go get fake nails put on all the time, and I'd go up there after she got it done and sit down in front of her. I say, "All right, start her up massaging my head." She'd take her fake nails, and just let them just put you to sleep.
Hey, Kathy, as fast as that water looked like it was moving, I think you'd have to have a rope around your waist, or you'd be downstream a few miles in a few seconds.
Yep. Now, if you want a quick travel, jump in that water and just hold on with a life jacket. Yeah. Catch me about 20 miles downstream, pick me back up.
Get you a tractor inner tube and just float.
Oh, man.
So, Craig, is your barn and stuff up on high ground then from where it's flooded in that? Cool.
Yeah.
I know, right, Peeper?
Where the road is, it runs between the middle of our two sections of farm, if you will. There's a through road that goes through the middle of our property. And when you're driving up the hill towards where the barn is at, you can watch the water just running out of the hillside in the gravel road. Wow. It's actually watching ruts through the gravel because the water's flowing out of the hillside so fast. We got some pretty good footage, I hope. I haven't looked at it on the camera yet, but there was a lot of the gullies and stuff in the gravel as we're driving through there.
Talking about tractor tubes. I remember one time some friends of mine got a hold of a tractor tube. It was for one of them big 4-wheel drive 8-wheel tractors. Tube had a little hole in it, so the guy was throwing it away and was putting new tubes in them. My buddy got it and did a couple patches on it. Got it where it hold good air and all, and he aired it just about up to where he wanted it at. Built a floor thing in it, and then strapped that, put almost like seatbelt material as straps to hold the board to it, and finished inflating it and all, and set it in the water and made him a raft out of it. He set him a chair right in the middle and sit on it, and he'd actually fish out of that daggum thing. I'm like, dude, you crazy.
We used to do something like that, but we get the big tubes and a smaller tube that would fit inside. and then keep progressively getting smaller down through the middle, and then take they were seat belts out of cars and wrap around them and tie them. We'd throw them in the river and stuff and float on down the river and lake and everything else on them. Nice thing about them is they were curved, so you could lay down in them. You know,
That would be cool.
As they progressively got smaller.
Yeah.
Then of course my one buddy would take an ice chest, stick it in the middle of a big car tube. When it was deflated, and then air the tube up, and it would kind of like conform to the ice chest, and that would float. We never lost an ice chest that way.
Heck yeah. Just float right up. Hey, get me a drink out of there.
Yep, just pull the rope.
Me and some of my cousins, this was, God, I don't even know how long ago. I'm not even going to say because we got inner tubes and all, aired them up, and got in my uncle's pond, this couple-acre pond with our fishing poles and all, and we was taking just them little white marabou jigs and little feather jigs. We was floating around casting, trying to catch brim, bass, whatever. For some reason, the catfish started hitting them marabou jigs. We'd hook into one, and it would drag us all over that place till we could finally get it up close enough to get it off. Cast, catch another one, and get dropped. I mean, we was just all zigzagging all around that daggum pond all day. And people's like, how are y'all moving so quick? And they finally noticed we was holding poles, but we was holding it down low where they couldn't really see it too well. We was going all over that place all day. I was like, that
there's a canal about a half an hour from here. It's 20 some miles long.
Mm-hmm.
We'd go up there, mid-morning and float all the way down south to the one town, and that somebody'd be down there to pick us up.
Heck yeah.
It's been filled in a little bit some places from erosion and that, so a few times we'd have to get out and like walk,
wade across a little short spot and then get back in.
Yeah, I mean, because it was deep, but it just wasn't wide enough for the big inner tube to get across.
Yeah. Hey RS, how you doing?
Hey RS. I think I missed Gerald coming in. Hi Gerald.
Yeah, he came in a little bit ago. Have a good one, Gerald. Don't work too hard now.
Yep.
Take care, Gerald. Thanks for dropping in.
I miss those times of floating around, fishing, doing stuff like that. It's getting hard to do that nowadays.
Come on over, Jay. We got plenty of water.
Yeah. What's going on, Mick?
Hey, Mick. How you doing, brother?
Hi, Mick.
Trouble is, we used to float the river, go up a couple counties up on tubes and float down and have somebody pick us up at a certain boat landing and all, and we'd paddle into it and then get picked up. You about can't do that now because all the crazies on the boats will run you over.
Yeah, well, our river that's out there by our farm is normally about 20 to 25 feet deeper or shallower than what it is today.
Yeah.
That's a lot of water because the banks are probably 60 foot apart. And normally it's 25 to or so feet lower than what the water level is right now.
Yeah.
So, and we still have rain moving through the area. So,
well, we had all that a while back. It was like every day for a long time we was getting rain. I was like, good gracious, we're going to float away.
Well, the canal we used to go down, or you can still go down it, is the Ohio Erie Canal. It used to go all the way to the Ohio River.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure you could probably still do it, and it's probably filled in a bunch of places. But this is a section that they've kept somewhat open.
Yeah. What you say, Horse?
Hey, Horse.
Oh man. So, what kind of progress you made on your tractor there, Puller?
I got new bracket or new pieces made to put the drag link on. I got to get them tack welded in place. Hopefully, I'll be doing that tomorrow evening before Stacy's stream.
Cool.
I just figured out this evening. I got to cut the drag link and lengthen it because I could just make a whole new one, but I don't have time. So for right now, I'm just going to cut it in the middle and lengthen it about 3.5 inches.
For that new front end you built?
Yeah, it's the right length for the original, but the original where it attached originally faced in like this.
Mm-hmm.
I made them come straight, so it's about 3.5 inches wider.
Yeah.
So ain't nothing. I just got to do it.
How long before you have it finished up? To where you can start pulling again?
Well, I'm hoping to have it back on all fours by the end of Saturday night.
Cool.
And then Sunday and Monday, I'm hoping to get the clutch in or cleaned up and back in together, and then switch to the alcohol curb, and hopefully test fire it Monday.
Cool.
And the only thing I have to do next week is take the back tires off and take them to the tire shop and have my tires mounted on my new aluminum rims.
Heck yeah.
Well, that'll be roughly 25 pounds weight saving. Hopefully. And then with what I took out of the front end, I should have dropped probably 35 pounds off the tractor, which would be awesome.
Heck yeah. Or to do a little better, huh?
Well, the way it sat before, I had about roughly 40 pounds of movable weight. This should give me almost 90.
Heck yeah. Hey, what's up, Tater?
There's Tater.
Mrs. Hey, Parts. And like, who's that? Johnny back there?
Oh, yeah.
The whole crew.
Trevor.
The whole crew's here.
Heck yeah.
Oh, we're honored by Trevor, too. Woohoo! Hey, Trevor.
You brought a Gravely.
Trevor brought his Gravely over so he can sharpen his blades up.
Nice.
Hey, Trevor, you can bring that to my house, and I'll keep it under the shelter for you.
Hey, free blade sharpening.
Yeah, free blade sharpening, and my yard will get mowed at the same time.
Yeah, why? You want the mower off of it?
No, I want the whole mower just so I can mow my yard. I got an acre to mow.
The engine. Have it already circle up.
Johnny's got an extra mower. Or 3.
Yeah, Johnny's got like 15 mowers. He's the guy you need to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but already 0 turns.
I got one in my yard.
He's got one.
I got one. I want to yank the motor off. That Kawasaki.
Heck no, leave the motor on it.
Does it run?
Does it run, Johnny?
Oh yeah, it runs with no problem.
Is there payment still being made on it?
Hydraulic line, all that's still good. The deck blade, the blade is in this right now.
So the deck's not level?
Or
the blades aren't level? Spindles are messed up.
Spindle is under the deck now.
The spindles are under the deck, he said.
Ouch.
So you're going to have to jerk the deck off.
Yeah.
Is it a big deck?
It's a big deck.
Yeah. I was going to make the modifier for look like a tank.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I still got to drag that push mower out from under the back room and all and do that video on the cold start on it. I ain't even got around to doing that yet. But I think I might do that this weekend.
I just wanted to show y'all I was here listening. It's just I got everybody in the world over here. I got a new friend I just made. Remember those rims I had, Jay?
Yeah.
Rims and tires?
Yeah.
Well, I put them up on Let Go, and I don't know if I told you guys, but a while back I had a jet ski for a while, and I sold the jet ski to this dude, and now this dude just came and bought these rims. Well,
Yeah.
we're standing around, and he's like, I still got that jet ski, and I was like, damn. He's like, I'm getting ready to sell it, and I was like, well, how much you want for it? And he's like, $100. So I literally gave the $100 he just gave me right back to him, and now I have my jet ski back.
So he got the tires and rims, and you got your jet ski back.
Yep.
What you gonna do with the jet ski?
Ride it for a little while, and then probably turn around and sell it again.
Hey,
Lord have mercy.
take the jet ski up to Craig's. He's got water.
Yeah, take it to Craig and Kathy's. They got plenty of water in their fields for you to ride in.
They're flooded, huh?
Oh
Nate.
yeah, underwater.
Nate, what did you sell the jet ski for the first time around?
No, that would have been bad.
I don't think you heard
I
me.
heard you.
What
Nate.
happened?
Nate,
Huh?
What did you sell that jet ski for the first time around?
300? It's like $300.
I think $300 on a trailer.
Fair enough, did he? Or-
Yeah, you got a jet ski?
I like the
wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, yeah.
Deal.
I'm all about it. So we're gonna do a will it start video on my jet ski now.
Heck yeah.
I know. I was gonna post it. Are you joking? Are you selling your mom?
Oh man. Nate, you make me want to be back down there again.
Come on,
Come clean my stove.
come on,
Uh,
Craig. Did you talk to Stacy today? Craig, Earth to Craig.
Nate, I did talk to Stacy today, and that text message you sent him almost had him in tears. I'm going to tell you that, brother,
Why?
because he just cannot believe the amount of love that the Small Engine Nation has for him.
Well, that's why I had to call him today and talk to him because I felt like he was a little down.
He was overwhelmed by the text message from you. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I'm gonna run his live stream tomorrow night. I might need your help.
You know I'm here.
Okay, good.
heck yeah.
In fact, I'll fire it up for you.
That's what
You can
that's what I need you for because I damn sure don't know how to do it.
But you know, it's been a week for everybody, and everybody's had their moments this week,
Oh yeah.
and you just see it across the whole community. But everybody does a great job of getting together and just letting it go and making the best out of being a homeowner. And you just don't get that out of every community.
Well, I'll tell you right now, there ain't no other nation like ours.
There isn't.
I see we picked up a few more people too.
Yep, we're always picking up people. It's unreal how many people are attracted to us like magnets. Hey, Aunt Rhonda, how you doing? Thank you for dropping in.
Hey Rhonda. Hope you're having a good day.
Hello, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Help. I know you probably hate that song.
Oh man. Like you said, Craig, this has been a week. But it can only keep getting better. I still think Tater should have took that purple motor and put it on the race cart at least one time and see what it would do.
He couldn't hear you. He's playing with his edger.
Put the edger away.
They're talking to you.
Don't you think you ought to do that at least one time, Christine?
What? Put that motor on it?
Put that
They want you to
purple
put-
motor on the race cart at least one time and take it around the block, see what it would do.
They want you to put the motor on the race cart and take it around the block. I don't know how. How do you mute it? He's got the air compressor going. I don't know how to do it.
I can do it. Hold on. I'll do it. Well, you got it now. Ugh. About got it done, huh, horse? Heck yeah. What have I missed in chat? I've been slipping. My bad, y'all.
Boneyard said he'd like to join Smallengination, but he didn't know how. I told him to get with.
Hashtag smallenginenation on your videos and stuff.
And
You in?
Craig can hook him up in the Hangout chats.
That's right.
Boneyard's in there, you know.
Is he?
Yeah. I thought he was.
All he needs to do is just hashtag his videos.
Yep.
Hashtag smallengination. You know, he's in to hang out with us. He's an active member. I see him in a lot of live streams and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We don't have dues or membership fees or any requirements or
Nope.
strange off the wall stuff. We're
No.
just a big happy family.
Yep. And the only thing we do ask is if in your videos, try to keep it PG rated.
Family friendly.
Yep. Family friendly for all ages.
Because we do have a lot of younger people in our group.
Yep.
You know, we have an age range from about 7 up to about 70. You know, that's a broad array of people.
Yep.
And
Actually, we got a couple that's over. We got one that's over 70.
we do.
Yeah. Bill. Because we was talking with him last night. He's. I think he said he was 76.
74. But, you know, also, one of the things that's really cool about our community is the fact that 20% of our community is women.
Yep.
You know, and we have a ton of great women that support us in all of our crafts. And, you know, not everybody's a mud mower. Not everybody's a race mower. Not everybody's a mini bike guy.
Nope.
You know, it's such a diversity. We have so many different people doing so many different things, but it's all centered around the same idea.
Family oriented, having fun.
And we're worldwide.
Yep.
11 countries and counting.
I'm not mini bike. I'm not mud mower, racing mower, nothing like. I'm fat cycle.
Hey, I'm anything that's got a motor and goes.
Same here.
Just so much more than that, Jay.
I just have to build stuff that's fat man friendly.
You're so much more than that, Jay. I mean, you're very creative. You're very knowledgeable. And I tell you what, even Nate can attest to the fact that it's a full day trying to keep up with what you're doing. So
I have my moments. Yesterday was one. I pushed that limit. And I paid for it today. I ain't got nothing accomplished today except for this live stream.
But you're here today, so.
Yep. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Horse, you ain't the only one. But
hey, Horse, just make it easier. Just find multiple ones that'll support and fund your projects. There you go. That's the ticket, man.
Those are very rare to find there, Puller, because I've been looking all my life. I ain't found one yet.
I hear you.
I just want to throw this out there, and so everybody doesn't get it twisted. It's one thing to go out and ride a small motor sport unit and tear it up and pop wheelies on it. It's another to build and maintain your own small engine equipment and to fabricate it from the ground up. So, this community does a lot of fabrication, a lot of custom design, and a lot of custom build.
Yep.
I don't think there's too many that have bought equipment that they've, haven't either modified of one way or another.
The only factory built thing I got out there is that the frame of that yellow buggy, which is going to be highly modified before I get through with it, so it ain't going to be the same as factory anymore. On your next channel, dadgum RS, how many channels you going to make? I say just have one and do a multiple thing on one channel. Do it all.
Night, Lucky. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for stopping.
Have a good one,
by.
Lucky. Yeah, 4 a.m. going to come mighty early. I know I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning cramping.
I was up at 4 this morning also.
Hey, Breezy.
Hi, Breezy.
How you doing? How's the wife doing, Breezy?
Yeah, about the only thing factory left on my tractor is the sheet metal and the frame.
Yeah. When I build my race mower out there, well, it ain't really gonna be for racing or anything. It's just something to ride around and have fun on. I don't even know if I'm going to use the factory frame. I think I'm just going to use the sheet metal on it just to put on a custom built frame.
See, our rules state that it has to be a factory frame. So
Yeah. Well, like I said, I ain't going to be racing or pulling or anything like that. I'm just going to build a toy to ride on. Because I got started looking at that frame under that. It's a master cut 42 inch. It's got a 14 horse single cylinder on it. That frame on the underside looks kind of rough with all the rust and all, which I hadn't put a wire wheel to it yet to see if it'd clean up. But I don't know if I want to just try to strengthen that frame or build a custom frame to go underneath it.
I'd probably do a custom frame underneath of it because those are like a stamped steel frame.
Yeah. And it's got a bunch of little drilled holes in it and all for different attachments.
Yep.
It looks like it'd be pretty weak if you put much power to it.
Right. And horse, on your statement there, buddy, they're out there. My last two big relationships, I should say, my marriage and my last fiance, I was a better cooker and baker than both of them. So
I had to go along with that statement too. My last couple relationships, I was the cook because they couldn't cook too good. Unless you considered boxed macaroni and cheese and pasta cooking. I don't consider that cooking.
both of them were decent cooks. I mean, they could cook from scratch, but I just did a lot better job.
Yeah. Which I always love to cook. I don't mind cooking.
Yeah. I didn't get this way by not cooking.
They always say never trust a skinny cook.
I always say if the fat kid says it's good, it's good.
That's right. Have a good one, RS. Whoa, Rhonda's only got. Wait a minute, where? I could have. Let me check and see. I think I'm already a member of her channel.
That's what I gotta check too.
Yep, I am.
Yep, me too.
I just had to double check and make sure. I know how YouTube has been getting lately. There's been several people I know I was subscribed to, and I went back and started looking in my friends list on my who I follow and all. They wasn't there. I had to look them back up and hit the little red flag. Bam! I follow you now.
Get the little farm all boom.
That's right.
And ring the bell schools in.
Hey, Horace, next time you make brownies, let me give you a little tip. If you like the crunchy edges, like in the corners or whatever, get the little that makes the little muffins that are about the size of a quarter, and put a chocolate chip. Pour a little bit, put chocolate chips, and pour the rest of it on top, and then bake them.
Forget the chocolate chips, but peanut butter chips in them. That rocks.
That's good. Me personally, I like putting walnuts or pecans in them. When you're mixing up the batter, pour them in as you're mixing it.
Yeah,
that's good.
See, I like walnuts and pecans and all that kind of stuff, but I don't like them in my cookies and brownies and all that kind of stuff. I'll eat handfuls upon handfuls of them, just not in my cookies and stuff.
Oh, I love them in them.
I've always been that way. Banana bread and everything.
Yeah, that's no good if your mom's allergic to peanuts.
Yeah, keep her away from my. Yeah, keep her away from my house because I got a couple jars of peanut butter chips, and all kinds of stuff.
That's right. Sometimes you even cook with peanut oil.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. You ever got cramps so bad that it left a knot on your leg for a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got one on my calf on my right leg right now. And it is just as sore as you ever want to see.
Have a good night, Boneyard.
Have a good one, Boneyard. Cool. Heck yeah. It's always good to see them graduate. Even better when you see them graduate from college with a profession that they can find a job in.
Yeah.
A lot of people's going to college to go for stuff that they think is going to make them a lot of money, and then they can't find no job nowhere.
Hey, there's Cedric. Hi, Cedric.
What's going on, Cedric? Oh, man.
Yeah. I've gotten up in the middle of the night to get a drink or something like that, and one of them cramps hit me and about hit the floor.
Oh, yeah. That's cool, Rhonda.
Hey, Cedric, how you doing, brother?
I had several friends that went into the National Guard, and then one of them turned around halfway through his thing on the National Guard, turned around and went straight into the full-term military. He's making a career out of it.
I had a student that worked for me that was ROTC, and as soon as he graduated college, he went right into the military, ROTC, officers training, and I haven't heard from him a couple years now. But at the last time I heard, he was actually moving up the ranks pretty quick. So,
heck yeah. Hey, Harold.
Hey, Harold.
How you doing tonight, Harold? Oh, man. You gonna make a video on putting all that together on the mower or your pull tractor?
Yeah, probably. I got some footage of making it, so far. Doing the first pieces after I goofed up and welded them backwards.
Yeah.
I just got to get a little bit more and finish up a video. I don't know if I'll video what I've got to do yet. So it shouldn't take me that long, and just do it after I get it welded on, or if I'll just throw the camera up and do it as I'm doing it.
Yeah. Rhonda, I ain't heard from Doug in the last couple of days. Has anybody else heard from Doug in the last couple of days? Because I hadn't.
No.
Last thing I heard out of them was Mama's video. I want to say Sunday night.
Yeah. I
So-
think I seen him on, was it? I was watching a live stream, I think it was. No, it wasn't a live stream. I seen him make a comment. It might have been in Hangouts, like Monday or Tuesday. Said he was still hurting in bed, I think. But I ain't heard nothing since then.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I got a lot going on right here.
It's all good, Tater.
I'll get with you in a little bit.
All right.
I seen the sparks are flying.
Yeah, he's sharpening his blades.
Have a good one there, Cedric. Get you some rest.
Yep.
What you say, Overdrive, client?
Hey, Clint. Overdrive, how you guys doing?
Overdrive. I think. Oh, let me check. I think I'm already a member of his channel. Just want to double check. Yep. Just wanting to make sure. Tube's nuts lately. I need to go back and catch some more of your videos, Overdrive. There's a couple of them that gave me some ideas. I want to go back and double check and kind of do something similar. Just making it day by day. I'm about ready to finish the slab. It's driving me nuts, but it's coming along, though. It's getting there.
Hey, there's the Rod of the Hot, the troll thumper himself.
Mr. Hot Rod. Hopefully we ain't going to have no trolls in here tonight. So you might be able to ease off on that band hammer a little bit. Let it have a break. Hopefully this is a troll-free stream.
Just get it ready for tomorrow night.
That's right. This weekend, probably work on that concrete form a little more tomorrow. And I might actually try to go fishing this weekend.
I was invited fishing Sunday, but I've got so much going on. It's not even funny. I would love to be out on the lake.
Cool, Mick. God damn it. Okay. It'll be all right. There's other ones in here that got the band hammer. Mr. Durbin's real good with that band hammer.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it, Overdrive. About like I can't wait to start on the Franken buggy working on it. I fired the V-twin back up from a friend of my buddy that was helping me work on the farm. He's like, You got everything fixed on that V twin? I said, yeah, we got it running a while back. He said, I ain't heard it. So I had to fire it up for him. That thing, you definitely have to have a very strong battery for that daggone motor. It's got some compression.
Yep.
I'm talking about I got a car battery hooked to it. And if you ain't got a strong battery, you dang sure can tell it because that starter starts dragging hard trying to turn it over.
That's what we're worried about with my buddy's tractor. Engine we're building. We don't think a conventional starter cart is actually going to turn it over. We're looking at doing like a Toyota high torque or a big block starter. It's mounted to a cart.
Yeah.
It has a belt that goes down to the front of the motor on a big pulley to turn it over.
What about one of them ones, them mini torque, them small starters that's got the torque multiplier on it?
That's what the Toyota ones are. We just put a pulley on the end of it instead of the gear and run that belt down there. But from what he was told by the guy that's the machine shop that's doing it, they built one about 2 years ago that doesn't have quite as much compression as his has.
Yeah.
And that starter would not turn it over.
What about one for that's off of like a 302 HO or a 351 HO, them high torque starters?
That's what we're thinking about. It's going to have to be something from like a big block or something.
Yeah.
I told him put a hand crank on it, but he didn't like that idea.
All right, Overdrive. Hope you have a good night.
Have a good one, Overdrive.
Can't wait for you to do a video on that new project you're talking about. I want to see what it is. You got me interested.
What he needs to do, Ed, is put a hit or miss starter on it.
Well, he's got a starter there at the house. It's off of a I can't remember what it was. It's off of a piece of equipment, and it's a high torque, but it's 24 volt. So we'd have to put a couple big batteries on the cart to do it. So, but that'll be the last thing we worry about after we get the motor together and on the tractor and everything else. And that should be coming up here in probably the end of next month. We're hoping start assembling it.
Put a couple squirrel cages on it.
Yeah.
Run, squirrel, run, squirrel, run.
But,
you could always do like they were used to do with the motorcycles and all. It didn't have a starter and all on them. It's got the two roller bars with the framework that sat on the ground. They'd put the back of the bike that needed to be cranked on it, and then they'd put another bike on it and fire it up and get the thing spinning real fast, and they'd pop the clutch to crank the other one over.
Well,
those 22 caliber starters too, don't they? Some of those old engines, don't they have a 22 caliber start on them?
A lot of them still.
Actually, what we talked about is, you ever see them start drag bikes? On the clutch side, they just got a big starter that goes in and locks in, just like a dragster.
Yeah.
They hit that button and get that thing spinning, and then turn the fuel and ignition on. We thought about trying something like that out the front of the motor. Put a hole out in the front. We can stick back in there with like a special made socket. But it's going to be my ass out in front of that thing trying to start it while he's sitting on it.
Yeah, that would be a little rough.
So I told him, I said, whatever we got to do is either got to be mounted to a cart or light, because I'm not going to be out there, hanging onto that thing.
That's where you need a little golf cart to ride out there and have the starter stuff on the back of it on a bed.
Well, I see a lot of these indoor pools, you're not allowed to have them.
Even electric golf cart?
There's
Why?
not enough room inside.
Mm.
There's so many tractors and stuff. I wish I still had some pictures of some of the indoor pools I went to around here.
Yeah.
At the starting line, there may be 60. Well, they're hand trucks. They're like dollies.
Yeah.
They put a starter and a couple batteries down at the bottom and stuff. I've counted up to 50 to 60 of them things sitting at the starter line.
Good Lord.
From all the guys in the classes. Oh, everybody has their own, and does their own thing and everything. So,
Guys, we got a problem here.
What?
This guy with this donkey edition Camaro wants to race my Nissan. He's laughing at me. He thinks his donkey edition Camaro is faster than my Mustang or faster than my 5.0. Yeah,
Hey, Nate,
it's a 50th anniversary Mustang. I mean Camaro.
hey, Nate, race him in the race car.
Yes.
500 feet.
Oh, heck, just pull out there and race him with a C10.
I think he's going to do a burnout.
Nah.
He's backing up to do a burnout. There he goes. They're lining up. Nate's halfway off the road, though.
That looks like a Mustang, not a Camaro.
Yeah, he said Mustang to begin with, and then I think he got confused. Hey, Captain made it into chat. How you doing, Cap?
Hey, Captain.
Yeah, it's definitely a Mustang.
Maybe like to do this. It's pretty coarse on the inside.
Oh, I know they got to stick it here.
Like, oh man, dirt. Oh, change the color. Yeah.
Oh.
Would you do it on the ground too?
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Oh hell no!
Nah.
All right, what we need?
I know, right? Never a dull moment at the Cookhart compound. I just want to know one thing. How's he going to pull a boat trailer with that Mustang?
a fucking truck. That's why he's getting rid of the jet ski. Yeah.
Ah.
You got a Murano.
What? Should be right under that lip.
Go under from the back and put it on the actual rear end.
Axle. We're under the axle. Right?
Hopefully, got the wheel.
Nice donkey's about to say yeah, why? No, that one. No, that one.
That's not good, Kathy.
Yeah.
Hey, we can do it on the axle. Yeah.
Maybe it'll pick that oil up and put it somewhere else. We can dry our fields out.
But if you're gonna lift the rear end, jack it from the rear end, block the front tires so don't roll down the driveway.
Yeah,
I got a chalk in front. Should we go under the rear end? Because this thing's like 90% plastic.
Yeah.
I would.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It might be a Mustang, but it's not as pretty as my wife's pony.
Oh, yeah. She's got a Mustang, too. What's this one? 06?
14.
Oh, 14. 2014.
Maybe washing 2 months.
I told her wife today she washed her truck since she bought it.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
My pickup truck's been washed one time in the past 6 years.
Mine was washed today. It poured down rain.
Oh,
Mine's
mine
gonna
gets
get
it all the
washed
time
today.
when it rains. But I'm
Looks
talking.
like we're gonna get some more rain.
Oh, that's
now.
not good. But when I said wash is when I took the toolbox out the back of my truck so I could put that ramp system in the back to haul the fat cycle. I had to wash all that stuff that had been underneath the toolbox and all that. I got all the big stuff out and I had to pressure wash to get all the dirt and stuff out the front of the bed.
Hey, if anybody wants to know what to get Nate for Christmas, they can get him a real floor jack.
Get him one of them aluminum low pro quick lift floor jacks like the NASCAR teams use.
Yeah, I got one of them small ones from Harbor Freight, the aluminum ones that work.
Mm-hmm.
I got one here too, but I use that thing all the time. I use it more in my big ones.
Well, the one I'm talking about is as wide as the big ones and as long as the big ones, but it don't ride about 2 inches off. It ain't about 2 inches thick back so far, then it gets bigger.
Right.
A buddy of mine's got one, and man, it'll lift up to 24 inches, I think, high.
Speaking of Harbor Freight, they got a 25% off coupon sale this weekend. 25% off of one item. Good time to go get the big ticket items at Harbor Freight.
But what items are exempt from that 25% off? If it's like the one I got, it says anything under $10 is what you can use that 25% off on.
I just got mine today, and I don't know what the exemptions are on it, but
one of them 25% off things says 25% off anything under $10. You got to look close.
I hope them boats don't carry Harold away. He isn't a very big guy.
Hey, Tractor.
Huh?
It's Thursday. It's Thursday.
Yeah, I know.
Popcorn.
Popcorn for you, but I'm eating something I ain't had in a long time. Pork skins.
Oh.
I just wish it was barbecue pork skins.
Hey, I don't know where my buddy got them at, but he bought the raw ones. They're pre-cooked or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They come in a big old box. You just put them in a little bit of hot oil and they puff up. He does all different flavors: barbecue, ranch, honey mustard.
My cousin found some one time. I don't know where the heck she got them from. It comes in bags like the microwave popcorn, but it's microwave pork rinds.
Oh, no. These are for like a concession stand style. They come in like a big 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot box. There's like 50 pounds in this box.
Yeah.
He didn't realize how many pork rinds that would make. He was giving them he was giving them, Ziploc sandwich bags to everybody. He's like, here, take these. He found them someplace where they sell supplies for like concession stands and stuff.
I wish I could find one of them places because I'd dang sure take them out of some popcorn.
Well, he got those, the steaks, it's like steak sandwich things. Got those steak sandwiches, something else, and he almost bought gyro meat. So he realized he didn't have no way to cook it, which it's pre-cooked. It's just kind of warmed up or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But Kathy, you had the ones I'm talking about that look like it come in the bags like the microwave popcorn, but it's pork rinds. My cousin got them, and she said they had several different flavors: regular, barbecue, and something else. Said you put them in the microwave just like you would, and hit the popcorn button and let it run till it stops. Take them out, and like, whoa! I tried them; they were good.
Sorry, Captain. I speak two languages, English and bad English. A zero meat.
Sorry, y'all. I got to eat me some pork rinds. I'm still hungry. That salad didn't hold me over for my meal. Thought about checking on Amazon and places like that and see where they, or just Googling them and see if I can find where they're at.
Well, Captain, it's supposed to be made from lamb. You know, I'm not sure if it actually is.
They could say it was from lamb and actually be from like possums or something.
Because I've had some pretty good roast lamb, and that stuff they sell on the concession stands and that sure don't taste like that lamb I had.
You never know; it could be horse.
Could be.
People in France eat horses.
Mm-hmm.
Billy goat, Billy goat, Billy goat, Billy goat.
Hey, I had roast goat before on a spit. That's damn good.
I heard it was good. Hey, Antonio.
Hey, Antonio.
One day old newborn. Oh.
Well, congratulations, I guess.
Yeah.
Didn't even know you're expecting.
I didn't either. That's what's throwing me.
I knew his wife was pregnant, but I didn't know when the delivery date was. So that would explain why Antonio's not been around. Congratulations, Antonio.
Breezy, I'm not sure about that. Does anybody?
No.
They don't carry cable oilers.
Nope, I've looked.
I don't even know where you get them at.
Cycle shops. That's the only place I found them.
Like motorcycles or bicycle shops?
Motorcycle.
Uh-oh.
He always says that, but never follows through.
Always threatening with a good time.
Wait till the next time you sleep for 14 hours. I think she'll wake you up with it.
You just gonna spray it with lacquer, or are you gonna stain it first, horse? Heck yeah.
Deer sausage gravy?
Yeah, did you use the deer sausage or do you store-bought pork sausage?
I don't think Antonio left. I don't know. He might be typing.
Ah, cool. So you did it like I was telling you? Cook the meat, pull the meat out, and then slowly add your flour and all into it. Then add milk and just keep stirring it till you get the consistency you want. That makes some good gravy.
So when I make my sausage gravy, I'll take the regular like store bought sausage, but then I'll dice up ham and crumbled bacon in it too. That's some good eating.
I do it just straight deer sausage. Oh, I made some the other day. I used 2 packs of that sausage at one time. I hurt myself trying to get all that finished before it went bad. Hey, give me a little time, Miss Carts. I can teach you a few things.
I can make gravy. I just choose not to. So I've used the mixes, come in the big containers.
Yep.
I'm just lazy that way.
When it comes to my sausage gravy, though, I don't like the mixes. I like to do it homemade.
Well, this is just a white country gravy mix that I use.
Mm.
And I add all my ingredients and seasonings and everything to it.
Ah, gotcha, horse. That's gonna look good. What kind of hardware you gonna put on it for the drawers and all that? Are you gonna put metal ones on there? Or are you gonna make wood ones?
I think you got to get the strap out and use leather. Leather handles be cool.
Yeah. But if he does the wooden hardware on it, the knobs and all for the drawers and stuff, probably look good to stain them like a darker color or something, and then seal them so they'll contrast with that natural wood of the rest of it. I think it'd look good. Cool, Boneyard. I have to go check it out in a little bit. Kathy leaving us?
I think that's what she said.
Oh, okay. Be careful, Kathy. Especially if it's getting bad weather.
Yep.
If no hardware is going to be used, how are you going to pull the drawers out?
No hardware was harmed in the making of this dresser.
Deal is no good. No good.
Why? They don't fit?
They wouldn't fit.
Ah,
Right, it's on Nate's car, probably.
Womp, womp, womp.
I still sell
Your car is a 4-lug.
No, old lady, don't freak out.
No. It's all good. At least we tried it out. He's a friend of mine, like this, so we tried him out first. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. He didn't get down the road first and find out they didn't fit.
They're
Have a
5
go
on
there,
4. They're 5 on 4 and a half or 4 and a quarter, one or the other.
It's a dual pattern 5-lug, I think. But I think it's for the metric pattern, not the ones like the Mustangs got. It's like the import cars.
So that other kid, come look at him.
Put the tires on that boat trailer there, Nate.
That's what I was just to say. Take the fenders off, put it on the boat trailer.
Pimp my boat trailer.
Then he'll always have 2 spares for it.
They're cleaning the stove there, Craig.
Change your plans. We're putting them on the C10.
Well, that's cool, Mrs. Kurtz.
What y'all think? Put them on the C10? Get off me.
I don't think they'll bolt up.
They probably won't.
The truck should have a 5-on-5 bolt pattern. That looks like a metric 5-lug pattern.
Something tells me if it would have fit on the Mustang, it would have fit on there.
No, because the
Actually,
Mustang got a
those are-
smaller bolt pattern than the truck does.
Oh, does it? I
Yep.
think those are a little bigger, I think, right?
Those come off a Camaro, stuff like that. They're 4 3/4.
Oh yeah,
bolt
that's
pattern.
nice.
C10, that's got the 5-on-5 bolt pattern.
I think it's 5-on-5 1/4.
Nope. Chevrolet was 5-on-5. Ford was 5-on-5.5.
I got $5 on, let's see, Jay. I'm going with Jay. Who's with me?
I'm going with a guy on a beard. Big beard there.
They both got beards, but Jay's got the bigger beard.
Yeah, the grayer beard is what I'm going
I shaved mine off last night.
Puller's got the grayer beard.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
Oh,
he's
that's
got
Puller.
the Santa
That's
Claus
Puller.
beard.
Yeah, that's Puller. That's Jay. That's Craig.
No,
There's Nate.
It's from biggest beard to smallest too. Ed's got the biggest beard. Jay's got the second biggest beard, and Craig's been growing his since he was 5, and he's still in last. Whoa! Where'd he go? Oh,
There you go. Wait, where? What?
Puller got the Santa Claus beard.
ow!
Hey, Puller, you ever thought about getting the red suit and wearing it for one of your pulls?
I used to have a Santa hat I wore at work when I worked outside,
Yeah.
and I'd have people
oh yeah.
compliment me and stuff all the time.
Craig, you missed it if you wasn't in here just a second ago.
What I missed?
I was talking smack about your beard.
My beard's been growing for a week, and it's probably about longer than the hair on the top of my head.
I shaved my beard last time.
If I played Santa, I'd probably be the bad Santa.
If I shave my beard off, I lose 5 pounds. Just saying.
Hey, Tater.
Puller
said you need to take them tires and rims and put on your boat trailer. Just pull the fenders off so they'll clear.
$5. Only problem is, look how your rim is like this. Look how the rim is.
Yeah, I know a fabricator that comes down to Florida quite often. He could probably fabricate you some adapters to get them on there.
Anyway, my John Deere, I won't.
That could be done.
You had me looking for a second there, but I don't think it'll work. I don't think it'll work. I put them on the C10 just so I could do some freaking wicked ass burnouts and not give a crap. Because them damn tires are so expensive that I got on it.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're like I paid $800 for them just to mount and balance them.
Hey, Nate. I'll buy you 4 new tires if you pay for my 4 new tires for my truck.
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
The
Those
actual
two got a
tires,
lot of meat on them.
the actual size tire it goes on my rims, $325 a piece is the cheapest I found them.
Hey Jay, around here,
Yeah.
you got the same. You probably what 245, 75, 17s.
Nope. I run a 295 45 18.
I bet you I can get them suckers for probably 125 a piece.
How?
They're blends.
Blends.
8 blends. They've got a mismatch in the tread or the white letter or something's.
Yeah.
I run them at work. I buy 245, 75, 15 or 16s,
Mm-hmm.
10 ply, all terrain. I forget what the ones I got last time were. I bought 40 of them for $100 a piece.
Dadgum.
And
The
then
tires
local
I got on the back, I got from my uncle's tire shop. And the reason I got them at the price I did is because the guy bought them, took them down the road, didn't like the way they rode. They rebalanced them, and it said balanced. He took them down the road, didn't like the way they run, took them off, and had them put a different set of tires on there. I picked the rear tires up for my truck for $150 a piece. But them blends, that might be something to check in about.
Well, the place I get them from, he used to get the China tires. They were made by like Cooper and Goodyear and stuff, but they were just made overseas and had a different name on them.
Yeah.
To sell over there. He would buy them by the cargo container full. I used to be able to get those for between 85 and 90 a piece, but with the embargo, with the taxes and stuff, when they went up, it's cheaper for them to buy the American ones now. The one time when I bought them, they were Cooper, made by Cooper, one of their off brands, and we run them on our snowplow truck. We run them on all of our pickup trucks and vans. They're all the same tire.
Yeah.
And the guys that plow snow with them, they like them just as good as the tires we're running that were supposed to be designed for, plowing snow and stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll burn through a set of front tires on our vehicles in 2 years, and they don't actually completely wear out. It's the outside edges of the front tires wear out because they're always turning. They're never going in a straight around campus. They're never going in a straight line.
Yeah.
And there's nothing we can do about it. I've tried alignments. I've tried changing stuff around. I've tried catching them early and flipping the tire on the rim, everything. And it's a lot more hassle and work than what it's worth for $100 tire.
Yeah.
So I don't even rotate them. The on-campus vehicles, I don't even rotate them until the front tires start wearing out, and then I'll rotate them to the back. And then when they get all 4 of them that are wore off on the edges, pitch them, put 4 new ones on.
What kind of air pressure are you running in the tires? Are you running it at max?
I got to go.
Have a good one, Nate.
In the wintertime when they're plowing snow, yes, we're running, I think it's 80 pounds all the way around. And then in the summertime, they drop it down to 65.
Instead of dropping it to 65, drop it to about 75. And it might not wear the edges bad because it'll still have the center pressurized to hold up a little better.
We've tried different pressures. We've tried different tires. Even our security cars, they do the same thing. There's no true straightaways, long straightaways on campus. It's all curves and turns and pulling into parking lots and everything. So,
Wonder if you change the camber to where the inside are touching before the outside.
Tried it. They still roll. It still eats the edge. It's just when you turn it, just rolls that edge under. And we've tried all different kinds of things, and basically just giving up. I mean, like I said, for $100 a tire, and we get 2.5 years out of them. Now it used to be in the wintertime we'd put, we have 6 plow trucks. We'd actually pull those all the tires off of them, put those into storage, and put cheap tires on them for the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and then turn around and switch them back and switch them forward, back and forth and back and forth. And they're just, we had a meeting about it, and they're like, there's no sense in doing that, just run them. And usually what I do is right before snowplow season starts, I'll take the front wheels off, throw them on the back, move the better ones to the front, and then, by springtime, late spring, early summer, they'll have the front tires wore out too, and we just put 4 brand new ones on them midsummer and let them go.
Let it ride, huh?
Yep. But I use the same tire shop, have used the same tire shop for probably 15 years.
Yeah.
And I can get, if I take the tires, throw the tires in the back of a truck or the van, take them down there, they'll mount, balance, everything, all 4 tires for $45.
Dadgum, that's cheap.
Yep.
But y'all probably do a lot of business with them while they give you that price.
Yeah, I take all of our tires, lawn, garden tires, everything to them,
Yeah.
And then, like our security cars and our cars that I don't stock tires for, we buy our tires from them. So,
Yeah.
But
well, the only bad part about me running 18s is at the time, 18 was, I bought the rims back in 01 when I bought the truck. Everybody was starting to go into the bigger tires then. 18s were pretty much the biggest you can get. They just started coming out with the 20s. Now everything if you ain't got at least a 22-inch rim, all the tires are going to cost you a fortune.
Yep.
And nobody really runs 18s anymore, so they don't make them as all the different sizes as much as they did. So the cost of the tires I run has shot up over the last 4, 5, 6 years.
Right.
And I don't want to have to buy new rims to go on my truck because I like the ones that's on it. They don't make them no more. And there ain't no sense buying a whole new set of rims on a truck you go carry through the woods and all anyway. What you say, Power Band?
Hey, Power Band.
Horace, I had a set of them Nito Terra Grappler all-terrains. Only one bad part about those tires. They're like the rest of Nitos. They wear out very quick because they're too soft to compound to be an all-terrain tire.
Yep. We tried that too.
The Nito Terra Grapplers and all that, them all-terrain tires, is made with the same soft compound as their race tire, and they don't hold up, and they mess up real bad.
Yeah, the only thing we wear out on campus faster than our vehicle tires are the golf cart tires.
Yeah.
And the one guy that drives his golf cart, well, he started driving it almost a month ago, and probably hasn't driven his truck maybe twice since then. He'll go through 2 sets of golf cart tires this summer.
Good Lord. What kind of tires are y'all putting on it? Just a little 2-ply?
I think these are the 4-ply. They're just a standard golf cart tire, but we run them on sidewalks and roads all the time.
Yeah.
They don't get ran on grass like they're supposed to.
Have you thought about trying the load handler 6-ply DOT tires and all? See if they'd last longer?
We bought some tires specifically for road use, like what they sell in for the people that live in the little communities and stuff, and run them on roads. They didn't last any longer than what the other ones did.
Huh.
And I buy them. Well, the last ones I got were from Florida, and I bought a skid of them. There was like 60 or 70 tires and rims mounted up, ready to go. There were takeoffs for $42 a piece.
That is cheap.
That is dirt cheap. I couldn't buy tires for that and then throw a mount job on top of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I've got a ton of golf cart old golf cart tires and rims sitting at the shop trying to get rid of them, and no place will just take them. I got to pay the $2 disposal fee on them.
Yeah.
They keep telling me if I take them off the rim, then then they'll do $1. Well, it takes 10 minutes to cut one off the rim with a sawzall, roughly. It's not worth my time to cut them off. So
Yeah.
Every once in a while, one of the guys from work or something will take a skid or so of them home, and I just tell them, well, I don't want to know what happens to the tire. That's all.
Oh man. Yeah, I got 2 rims in the back of my truck. That's the 10-inch golf cart rim.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a 205 6510 on it. The Lodestar tires. Looks like just about brand new tread on it. Looks like they just got to the point that the little tits on the tires are worn off. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You can still see some on the edges. I think I'm going to use them tires and the 2 skinny ones I got. That's almost like a boat trailer tire. I'm going to mount on the front axle, and I'm going to put the Lodestars on the back for my buggy. And I'm going to use the golf cart front end and the rear end for.
So they don't want to lift the carts up any. They like the lower profile.
Yeah. So all I got to do is walk up, slide across on the seat, and go.
Well, most of them are 4-seaters, so they don't want that extra step for people getting on the back and stuff. And if we put bigger tires on the ones that the grounds department uses, they'll think they're off-road buggies and try to, swamp
Hill
them and
climb
stuff.
and everything else. Drive through the ditches.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of them ain't tried to go through the ditches already with the low carts.
All they have.
You've got calls that have to go pull them out the ditch.
Oh no, they don't call me. They get somebody else to get them out before I find them.
So they don't get in trouble.
Yep. I got 2 of them sitting on my side because our shop kind of split down the middle. Half is grounds for their storage and stuff, and half is my repair shop.
Yeah.
I've got 2 of their carts sitting over there right now. One they basically burnt the batteries down, overcharged them. They when we get them out of storage for the winter, it takes 2 or 3 cycles to run the battery down, bring it back up, down, back up for them to hold a good charge.
Yeah.
Well, it was when I was on vacation, they were using it. And from what I was told, they would take it out and run it for however long, an hour or something like that. Bring it back, throw it on charge for half an hour or whatever, come get it, take it back out, and was doing that on and off all day for 3 days. And they never ran the battery completely dead and let it charge all the way back up.
So
the batteries are only 2 years old, and they look like marshmallows.
when you do them like that, you ruin a battery. You're supposed to run it till they're completely dead and then charge them back up, or else it'll never hold a charge like it's supposed to.
When I come in that Monday after I was off, it smelled like rotten eggs so bad in my shop, and it was like 40-something degrees out. I opened both garage doors to air it out, and I knew exactly what they did.
And it costs a lot of money to replace all them batteries.
$678, I think it is.
Yep.
I haven't ordered them yet, but that's what it's going to cost me. And then I got another one. I don't know what happened to it. it's got a like an LED light on it that flashes and gives you codes.
Mm-hmm.
One time it'll flash and tell me that it's the speed sensor on the rear end. I've checked that. It checks out okay. The next time you check it, it says it's a bad controller. Well, controllers either work or don't work. This thing comes and goes, comes and goes. So I'm wait. I don't have the scan tool to plug into it to actually get the full story on it. I'm waiting for the company we buy our carts and stuff off of to get a trip coming up this way to plug their scan tool into and let me know what's going on.
Mm. My dad's got one of them bad boy golf 4-wheel drive buggies.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that thing was basically like a unibody. The only metal framework is around where the batteries go.
Yep.
And where the batteries go at, that metal frame is what the rear end hooks to, and then the front end hooks to the fiberglass body and all. And around where the batteries are messing up is eating up the frameworks is about to eat up from the old batteries, and it's sitting almost like in a V shape. I told him, I said, we need to take that thing and build a full frame under it and just tie it all in together.
Well, when I was on vacation, I put a set of batteries in a guy's cart for him, and it's a club car, so they're all aluminum frames. And when I pulled the two batteries out on the one that'd be under the driver's seat side of the seat, the frame for the batteries was almost ate all the way through. And I took pictures and I called him and sent him the pictures. And I said, there's not a whole lot I can do here at home. I'd have to wait till next week whenever I get back to work to get my MIG welder, my aluminum spool gun there, and weld a plate or something in there. And he's like, nope, I live on a golf course. I want to go golfing, so throw the batteries in and we'll worry about it if they hit the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
And I got that in a text message to prove that that's what he told me.
Heck yeah, save it. Welcome back, Kathy.
Well, all he uses it for is golfing. I mean,
Yeah.
he lives on the golf course, so he's not like bouncing around, jumping around. And he's an older guy, so he don't ramrod it. And possibly this summer or this fall, before he puts it into storage, he said we'll get together and I'll put a piece of plate aluminum in there and beef it up.
Yeah. That's the one with the aluminum frame underneath it.
Yeah.
Club car.
Yep.
That's what I got from Nate was a club car golf cart frame. I need the stock front A-arms and all off of one, the suspension and all. I got the rack and pinion and all that. I just don't have the spindles and the A-arms for it.
Look on Buggies Unlimited. They've got the best prices on the club car parts that I've found.
Okay. I'm going to check around and see if I can find a club car dealer somewhere in the surrounding area and check with them if they got any of the old stock takeoffs that they've done for people when they put the lift kits on them.
That's what I was going to say.
See if they'll sell them cheap.
Yeah, check with them guys, or just do a search for customized golf cart shops. Even if it's far away, sometimes the ship they'll ship them cheaper than that's how I got those. That's how I buy those tires.
Yeah,
there's a customizing shop in Florida there that I've dealt with for probably 7 or 8 years now, and they usually sell them on eBay, sets of 4, but when I called them the first time and talked to them, I said, well, I'm interested. I said, but would I get a deal if I if I buy more than 4 at a time. And they're like, well, how many are you talking? I'm like, well, probably 40 at least. And he emailed me back. He's like, can you give me a call? So I called him, told him who I was, what I was with. He thought I was pulling his leg.
Yeah.
I said, no. I said, I'm interested. You got that's a good price, but I'm gonna have to pay for shipping on these. Can you do a better price? He said, if you guarantee me you're gonna buy a minimum of 40, he said, I'll split the shipping cost with you to get them out of my shop. He sent me pictures of what they had sitting around, and it was stacks upon stacks. So that's why I bought 60 that time.
Dang.
And then the next time I bought 90, and I'm getting down to about I'm under half of that 90 now. So probably sometime this fall, I'll buy another probably 60 or 90 tires.
Heck yeah.
Yep. Because he actually emailed me about a month and a half or 2 months ago and asked how my supply was. He said he's got plenty. Yeah, he said he's happier than anything he said he wish more people would buy them that way. And everybody I've talked to, like from other universities and stuff that have bunches of golf carts and stuff.
Yeah.
I've gave them that guy's number and said, here, talk to this guy, tell him, that I gave you his number and stuff. And, if you're guaranteed to buy a quantity, they'll work with you. And I know of at least one other place that I think they bought 200.
Wow.
But they also run probably 30 golf carts.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Harold, hurry back.
Well, it's a little after 9 here, so
Yeah,
it's my bedtime.
I'm fixing to have to close this down anyway. I got dogs to take care of, and I still ain't done laundry. I got a load of clothes I need to go check, see if they're. Make sure I started them when I put them in the wash earlier. I don't even remember. It's been one of them days, man. I can't even concentrate right.
I laugh at that, but I actually went down. Mine's in the basement. I went downstairs, put my laundry in the washing machine, put the soap in, shut the lid, got clothes out of the dryer, and never started the washing machine.
I'll do you one better. I was about half out of it one night. Knew I had to have clothes washed and all. Carried the clothes because we got a room built on the back of the house, so we got the washer and dryer and all that stuff in. Went out there, lifted the lid, put laundry detergent and all in it. Had the clothes right there. Got sidetracked and distracted. Started the thing up and forgot to put the clothes in it. So I run the washing machine through a whole cycle with laundry detergent in it and no clothes.
Just over the weekend, well, Saturday night, because I was at my buddy's. I said, I gotta get up tomorrow morning and do laundry and everything. And I got up, and before I went to his house, I was looking for a particular pair of jeans. Could not find them. I'm like, they must be in the bottom of the clothes hamper. Went downstairs Sunday, put clothes in the washing machine, let them wash. Went down to put them in the dryer, opened the dryer. There's a whole dryer full of clothes that's been there probably a week because I do it on my clothes on the weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, there's them jeans and them shirts I was looking for.
Oh man, I've done that.
So I had a bunch of wrinkled shirts at the beginning of the week to wear to work. So, all right, guys, I'm out. Y'all have a good evening. We'll catch you probably tomorrow evening, and be safe. Craig and Kathy, if you guys got storms coming through the area, please be safe.
Yep, definitely.
And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Have a good one, Puller. Yeah, y'all, I think I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with us. It's been a long day and a tiring day. So we'll catch y'all tomorrow night on Stacy's stream. And y'all have a good night. We love y'all. Small Engine Nation forever.